Right. Good morning. So a couple weeks ago, my wife and I we were watching. We're trying to pick a movie, and we ended up watching Scream. So I started to think about business and how scary it is because it has some silent killers like the Scream character, right? So today, well, this morning, I want to talk about five silent business killers keeping you under 20K. So you ever notice in the movie Scream, the killer isn't loud at first. They don't kick the door down. They don't. They move quietly until it's too late, and then boom, they got you. Business works the same way. Most entrepreneurs don't fail dramatically. They get taken out by silent killers they never saw coming. So let's go through the silent killers. Number one, no predictable revenue system. What does that mean? So if you can't predict the amount of revenue you're bringing in from month to month, how can you make more revenue in the next month? So most people rely on random sales instead of pipelines, no clear path from intention to income, and hoping instead of forecasting revenue. If you can't predict it, you can't scale it at all. That's number one. Number two, being busy instead of being strategic. Most people think of business like if I'm doing a lot, then I am accomplishing a lot. But really, you may accomplish very little while you're still busy, busy, busy all the time. So let's talk about that. Doing everything except revenue driven work. So that's why you have to be very strategic, or should I say, intentional about what you're doing. A lot of people are confusing activity with progress. Think of your business as if you were running on a treadmill in a gym, and then you decide to go for a run out in town. You have a destination you're trying to get to in town, but on the treadmill, you're just running in place. And sometimes that is what a lot of business owners or entrepreneurs are doing. They're running in place and think they're moving. So you're getting tired, but you're not moving anywhere. Reacting all day instead of executing a plan. This is the strategic efforts that you go into when you're planning what you need to do in the year, in the quarter, in the month, or even in 2 weeks. Busy feels productive. It rarely pays when you're super busy without intention. So let's go to number three, no clear offer or positioning. Talking to everyone instead of the right audience, changing offers too often, making people confused about what you actually sell. So I went through this a couple years ago. I was going to sell to everyone, but everyone doesn't need my service. Everyone doesn't need coaching. Everyone doesn't need the software that I'm offering. Everyone doesn't need what I am. But it's only a certain amount of, or it's a particular audience that I need to appeal to. So, how do you do that? You research the need of the customers that you are trying to sell to. And you have to be specific because you can't research 1,000 companies. Start out with three. Confusion kills conversions. Now, let's move to number four of the silent killers, lack of discipline and consistency. I've seen this in the military, well, coming into the military from civilian life. In the civilian world, you have a lot of things going on. Not really strategically planning what you're going to do the next day, but going into the military, we have time box efforts. We know what is on our schedule every day, and we have a certain mission we're trying to accomplish. Now, this is the killers. Starting strong, stopping early. Inconsistent posting, selling, and following up, depending on motivation instead of a routine. Everyone needs a routine, and that's what the military taught me. Looking at my friends that weren't in the military and looking at my friends that are in the military or were in the military as veterans, we all kept the same routine once we got out of the military. But when I came back home, a lot of people were still doing the same thing and not moving forward. They may spike and then go back down, spike and go back down. But everyone that I know that was in the military, they continued to progress because they had that routine, whether it's getting up early, going to the gym, running, getting on calls at a certain time, having a certain day that they meet with certain people. These things compound, but also the lack thereof compounds as well. So discipline compounds, motivation fades. And now let's go to number 5, which is very important. And I feel like it's the most important to me. Review, no review, and adjustment process. So if you don't know what's working, how can you adjust? So let's look at it. Never looking at numbers. Data tells everything. I don't care how you feel. The data is going to tell the story. Repeating the same mistakes monthly. Why did the data look the way it did? It could be good data. It could be bad data. But you have to fix it. There's always room for improvement. And then no feedback loops to improve execution. You know, as a solo entrepreneur, this is very hard. But if you have a community of people that you are servicing, always ask them how they are feeling about the product or service that you are providing to give feedback. And everything shouldn't be positive. There is always something that you can do better when it comes to doing business. So what doesn't get reviewed never improves. And let me see if anyone has any questions. This was a very short, straight to the point stream today. And I just wanted to give some gems before I get my day started. All right. So we do have a Skool community with all of these frameworks and all of these teachings in it. So if you would like to be a part of the community, just comment Skool and the link will be sent to you immediately. Now we do have an investment course that it will be starting, learn how to invest in real estate. And we have fitness plans in the community and a lot of other good resources as far as templates, frameworks, software, everything that you would need under one roof. So like I said, again, comment Skool and I'll send you the link. Thank you.